The film opens by introducing two Irish brothers, Connor and Murphy McManus. They grew up with a strong faith and a tradition of starting each day with a family prayer that had been passed down for generations.
And my hand takes hold on joy.
On St. Patrick's Day, they attend church to hear the pastor's sermon. From the pulpit, the pastor tells a grim story about a young girl who was brutally murdered in broad daylight while the people around her just stood by and let it happen. With deep emotion, he declares that such apathy is an even greater sin than the evil act itself. Those words leave a deep impression on Connor and Murphy. As they walk out of the church, they begin to reflect on the true meaning of indifference and the consequences that can arise when we fail to act. In their daily lives, they work at a meatpacking plant. Although their lives are simple and somewhat private, they are friendly and well-liked in the neighborhood. They are not troublemakers, but they will stand firm if there's something worth defending.
The rule of thumb here is if
Wait, rule of thumb? Two pricks would give me problems?
Sorry, all right? Just relax.
Oh, shit.
Connor and Murphy have a close friend named Doc, the owner of a local bar who is always ready to stand up for the McManus family. One day, tension rises when Doc brings bad news. The Russian Mafia is moving in on the neighborhood, and his bar has only a week before the lease is taken over. A few hours later, 3 thugs arrive to threaten and try to evict him. Ivan Chekhov, one of the thugs, even orders Rocco, an old friend of the McManuses, to keep watch. Connor and Murphy try to intervene, but Ivan won't listen. He's the kind of man who will do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
You stay. The rest of you, go now.
Later, Ivan and his men show up at the bar looking for trouble. Rocco, drunk, provokes Ivan's anger, and a fight breaks out, punches and kicks flying back and forth. Despite being outnumbered, the McManus brothers hold their ground. In the chaos, they tie one of Ivan's men to a table and set him on fire, while the other 2 are left beaten outside. The next morning, 2 badly injured thugs arrive at the brothers' apartment for revenge. Ivan plans to kill Murphy first, but as Murphy is being dragged away, Connor takes a desperate step. He rips a toilet from the upstairs bathroom and drops it directly onto Ivan's head. The impact knocks Ivan out cold. Connor then finishes off the other thug, takes their weapons and money, and rushes Murphy to the hospital. The next day, police discover the gruesome aftermath near the bar. Russian mobsters dead everywhere. FBI agent Paul Smecker arrives to lead the investigation. While Detective Greenlee boasts about his theories, Smecker quickly uncovers key details. One thug was struck with a toilet, another suffered a broken spine. The trail leads to a nearby apartment, where they find a missing toilet and a stash of weapons. Smecker begins to suspect the killers might be Connor and Murphy.
They got connections with the Russian mob.
This was no gangland assassination.
Hours later, police find the same toilet in the McManus apartment, confirming their suspicions. Meanwhile, the brothers recover in the hospital, covered in bruises from the previous night's fight. Doc visits with news that the FBI is after them, but the brothers remain calm, confident they acted in self-defense. They hand over the weapons and money to Doc for safekeeping.
How the fuck's he know that? We haven't spoken to anyone yet.
Don't know.
Just hold on to this for us. We're gonna come back for it when we get out.
Right.
Soon after, the story of the Russian mob's demise hits the media. The city begins to see the McManus brothers as heroes, though Smecker insists on letting the law run its course. When the brothers are brought in for questioning, they share their version of events, omitting the part about the weapons and money with Doc. Days later, The investigation rules their actions as self-defense, and they are released. That night, however, they receive a calling, a vision telling them to rid the city of all criminals. They take an oath to begin their holy mission, hunting down wrongdoers without mercy, one by one.
This poor soul cried out for help, watched as he simply walked away. Indifference, a good man. Nobody wanted to get involved. Nobody.
So that was just good and they flourish.
The next morning, still shaken by their strange visions, they check Ivan's phone and discover an important message leading to a new lead. As they prepare to leave the police station, news of their actions has already spread across the city. Newspapers feature their heroic story, and nearly all of Boston is talking about them. Connor uses his Russian language skills to call the number on Ivan's phone. They learn about a secret meeting plan for that night and decide to strike first. Elsewhere in the city, we meet Rocco, a courier working for the Italian Mafia. He's caught in the growing tension between the Russian and Irish gangs. One day, his boss Papa Joe, in a foul mood, calls Rocco in and demands he make him laugh. Under the pressure, Rocco tells a joke that freezes the room for a moment, then bursts into laughter. From then on, Papa Joe calls him Funny Man.
Tell me one more. What?
Meanwhile, the brothers begin gathering weapons for their crusade. They sell jewelry and captured arms to fund new guns. Connor insists on bringing rope, believing it's always useful, just like in the spy movies. Murphy is skeptical but agrees. Armed to the teeth, they head for the Russian mob's headquarters.
You nervous? A bit. Something's wrong.
Crawling through the ventilation system, they ready their guns, adrenaline surging. But the rope gets them tangled, causing them to crash through the ceiling. Fortunately, the rope breaks their fall, and after recovering, they open fire, killing everyone in the room. After executing the mob boss, they force him to kneel and recite a prayer before pulling the trigger.
Spiritus Sancti. And I shall count thee among my favored sheep.
As they prepare to leave, they find a suitcase stuffed with cash. Their excitement vanishes when they hear a knock on the door. They open it cautiously to find a man standing there. Rocco, the same man they once saved from the Russians. Rocco, confused and shaken, reveals that Papa Joe ordered him to kill 9 Russians with only 6 bullets, an almost impossible task.
How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck!
At the same time, Agent Smecker is called to the bloody scene, where 9 criminals lie dead with religious coins placed on their eyes, a chilling and mysterious symbol.
Possibility is they were placed there with religious intent.
He's burned. The 2 bullets went in here through the top of the skull, crisscrossed, and exited through the eyeballs.
It tells us he was the last to die.
Smecker suspects this is more than a gang war. The brothers later visit Rocco's apartment to plan the city's cleansing. They drink and smoke late into the night, letting their guard down, until Rocco accidentally kills his girlfriend's cat while playing with a gun. The next morning, while walking with Connor, Rocco hears the truth. Papa Joe set him up. Connor convinces him the boss sent him on a suicide mission. After a heated argument, Rocco storms off to confront Papa Joe alone. Hours later, Rocco returns furious, warning the brothers they must leave town immediately. He explains that at Papa Joe's bar, everyone already knew his life was in danger. In a rage, Rocco slaughtered all of Papa Joe's men there. He then proposes targeting Vincenzo, Papa Joe's right-hand man. They follow him to a strip club, where they watch him strangle a dancer. Without hesitation, The brothers and Rocco open fire, killing Vincenzo.
Toby, baby.
Agent Smecker's theory of 2 shooters starts to crumble after a witness reports seeing 3 people. Papa Joe, realizing he's next, hires the deadliest hitman he knows, a mysterious man known only as Il Duce, recently released from prison. Rocco informs the brothers about Il Duce and suggests they take him out first. They attempt a raid, but chaos erupts, and in the confusion, they realize the man they thought was Il Duce is actually Vincent Vega.
He ain't here! Oh, what the fuck you mean he isn't here? I mean he ain't here! Well, look again for fuck's sake!
Rocco kills Vincent with a golf ball strike during a fight. On their way out, they encounter the real Il Duce, who opens fire. Rocco loses a finger, but escapes with the brothers. When Smecker later finds Rocco's severed finger, he begins tracking them. But after learning their true mission, he faces a moral dilemma: stop them or let them continue. Eventually, he sides with them. The brothers move on to their final target, Papa Joe. They infiltrate his mansion, but are captured. Papa Joe executes Rocco in front of them.
You can't stop. You get out of here. Don't ever.
Disguised as a woman, Smecker slips inside, killing guards.
Hey, babe, what's a 2 for 1?
The brothers are freed, but suddenly confronted by Il Duce, who stops upon hearing their family prayer. He reveals he is their father. 3 months later, Papa Joe is on trial, but the brothers, Illinois, Duce, Smecker, and allies storm the courtroom, declare their mission to purge all evil, and execute Papa Joe.
With all this evidence, he's gonna walk.
Drop your gun! One at a time, now! What are you taking? You're corrupt, we claim. It is your evil that will be sought by us. Do not ask for your poor or your hungry. Stay. We will spill their blood every breath. We shall hunt them down.
The media calls them the Saints, and the film closes with Boston citizens debating whether they are heroes or criminals.